everyone. Welcome. Good morning, Liz. Hi, Alessandra. Good morning, Spotted Bear Knits and Sheena. So nothing special today, just going to be working on orders. That one's already done. Just getting everything set up and ready to go for the day. Hi, Jan. Hi, Amanda. Oh, you make glittered tumblers. I love tumblers. I already own too many, but I love them. Hi, Mina. Hi, Barb. Did I miss someone? Joshi. Hi, Cassandra. Welcome. Let's see. A box to put my finished things in. Good morning, everyone. So what are you guys doing today? You guys working too or just hanging out? Yeah, I love watching other people that have other types of Etsy shops too. It's not just you guys. I mean, I watch other people that embroider, but I love watching other crafts and things. Oh, that pumpkin. Did you like that one? Yes, that was... I actually really loved how that one turned out. I wasn't sure that I would, but even for a bean stitch, I loved it. Kind of excited to get that one listed. Oh boy, Liz. I'm going to assume that it's just as humid there as it is here because holy moly. It's not like super hot, but that humidity is crazy. All right, I'm going to get my designs sent to my machines. I didn't get that done before I jumped on. Then I'll be able to actually read what's going on. All right, just a few more and then I'll be ready to roll. All right. All set up now, I think. need to mute that. All right. Lucky Customs, how did I find my niche? I'm actually an RN myself, so I started just making jackets for myself when I was still working in the nursing field, and then kind of grew from there. Kids shirts I've been making for even longer. I started out making blankets and adding names to them, and then I very, very quickly switched to making kids shirts. Back in the day, it was more than just birthday shirts. It was kind of before sublimation took off, and even before vinyl became super popular. So I would make like all sorts of wording designs, sports shirts, like sports siblings, and it kind of grew from there, thankfully. But I am glad that I kind of found the medical nursing niche, because that just kind of fits me. Like I said, since I'm a nurse and I don't work in the nursing field anymore, but yeah, I'm kind of jealous that Liz is that close to the post office too, that you can walk somewhere. I mean, my post office is 6 miles down a busy highway, so it's not even in the same town. Hey everyone. Good morning, Nancy. Yeah, it's definitely hard to find your niche. Just kind of look at what you like to do and what fits you. And I understand about having a 5-month-old. That was probably me this time last year. I have a almost 1.5-year-old now, so she keeps me busy, and it's hard to work with her here. But she's with Daddy today, so. Barb, you're currently working on spirit wear for local schools, and you made freestanding lace bookmarks to test designs yesterday. That's fun. That's definitely that's nothing that I've ever played with at all, is freestanding lace. They look cool, but I don't know that I have the patience. Hi, Adriana. Good morning, everyone. I'm just getting started today. I'm just going to be working on orders, nothing super specific. I normally work all day Friday, but this week's schedule is a little different, so I'm working Thursday. I'm actually, my Etsy shop's kind of slow right now. Not super busy. Hasn't picked up like it normally does this time of year yet. So I don't have a lot to do. I have about half of my orders for the week yet left to finish. Good morning, Sonia. So, I have 2 orders that I already finished yesterday before I shut down for the afternoon. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim them real quick before I get everything running. Nancy, you're having trouble keeping those eyes open? Yeah, I feel you. I'm tired this morning, and I don't know why. Just set those there. Like when I said I used to make a lot of sports shirts, like I used to make a ton of these. Oh, Barb, that's not what I want to hear. They're closing more ports in China and across Asia. Gilded isn't taking orders for shirts, and Richardson hats are out of stock. Yeah, I've heard the hat field is terrible right now. I don't do them, but yeah. Cassandra, you've been working since 5? I've been up since 5:30, and then I did sit and just like set all my files up this morning before baby got up. Like I said, she's with daddy now, so. Daddy daycare, yes. Love when he's home. It's their special, like, you know, daddy-daughter time, so they both love it too. Gives mommy a break to work. Jiffy's already going out of stock on a lot of shirts. Yeah, I've been wanting to start actually selling sublimation stuff, and I actually made some samples yesterday, but with stuff being so out of stock, I don't know if I'm going to go ahead or just wait. I don't want to start taking orders and stuff go out, because even, I don't use Jiffy, but even the supplier I use, shirts are, I hope my jackets stay in stock all season, because I don't have the overhead to buy large quantities in bulk to get me through the rest of the year. So hopefully the jackets I order stay in stock this fall. Hopeful, but I'm sure they won't. Leanne, yeah. If there wasn't 2 gates and the stairs between me and her, she'd probably be down here. Oh, Nancy, that's a bummer. Kim, you haven't missed much yet. Just getting started, getting everything set up. The binder is just my order binder. So I print off all my orders and put them in here for the week. So this is what I have left for the week. It's really not much. Got what, 1, 2, 4, 6 kid shirts and like, I don't know, 10 to 15 jackets left to do. Hopefully getting them all done today, and then I can just take tomorrow off as an extra day off. That'll be kind of nice. We'll see. What should we start with? Let me get this one done. So let's start with it. Here she comes. Yeah, I have to keep everything in a binder. I need the physical order in front of me. I can't work off the computer screen very well. And I like a place that I can write on things if I need to. I'm very visual. I need that physical copy in front of me in my hands when I'm working. If I had to go back to my computer screen and reference it while I was working, I would, you know, ooh shiny, and then I'd be gone on computer land, Facebook, internet space, and wouldn't get back for it to work very quickly. Anyone else like that? So it just works better for me to, like I said, to have the printed copy in front of me. Even if I waste extra paper, it keeps me on task better. So this shirt's an 18 month, but it's a birthday number 1. So I use fast frames for those. Marissa, going for a walk and you need a phone holder on your stroller. One, I just bought a used pre-owned jogging stroller, and it actually has a place for a phone. I love it because our regular like nice stroller doesn't. but oh, it's so nice. Sonia, what are your thoughts on Mighty Hoops? I actually use a combination of fast frames and Mighty Hoops, depending on what I'm working on. So the smaller shirts, I don't have the like 7 1/4, 7.5 inch Mighty Hoop, so I still use fast frames. I've used these since I got a multi-needle. And I think I got my first multi-needle back in early 2013, if I'm thinking correctly, because I started towards the end of 11, and I used a single needle all of 2012. I think it was the beginning, like February of 13, I bought my first 6 needle. And I've used fast frames since. Mighty Hoops might have been a thing back then, but I didn't know about them, if they were, or they weren't like super popular like they are now. So I used fast frames forever. I love both of them though. Jan, you just ordered them and can't wait to use them. Yep, I love them. Barb, yeah. See you later, Alejandra. Good morning, Haiti. But I'll probably be using the Mighty Hoops on a couple of the shirts here coming up. But this, like I said, this is the first birthday. I don't like using the 8x9 Mighty Hoops on these smaller size shirts. I think it stretches them out. Oh, what are we attached to? This one's set up and going. I just need navy. Yeah, Barb, I agree with Barb. That's exactly what I do with holding stabilizer on. I use just plain old masking tape. And if you want to know what I actually use, it doesn't say it on here anymore. It's actually the cheap generic stuff from Dollar General, of all places. It's just sticky enough that it doesn't it doesn't like stick on there, like you can't get it back off, but it's sticky enough to hold the stabilizer. Because I've had some that are too sticky and some that are not sticky enough, and that's like the perfect combination for me. So if you have a multi-needle, you know the fastest way to thread it is to tie a knot and pull the thread through. Get my iron warming up. I'm going to need navy thread. Oh, I have navy. And orange. Might be enough. We need brown for sure. Brown fabric. Anyone else save their scraps of Eaton Bond? So you're currently arguing with heat-proof tape. I just bought some. What are you guys' favorite brands of heat tape? I had some before, but when I moved into this office a year and a half ago, it was misplaced, and then I don't know where it's at now. So I just haven't been using any. I don't recommend it for sublimation. So I saw a lot of people recommend the Cricut brand, even though it's like not very like cost effective. Dang it, that does that every time. So I went ahead and got some to try, but I just haven't done any sublimation yet. Where I've needed it anyways. You know when you shouldn't walk away from your machine and you know you shouldn't walk away and you do, and then it makes you regret that? This design, I knew better than to walk away on that part. Gets me every time. Amazon. Okay. Yeah, Barb, I keep binder clips too, especially for heavier items, like our thicker items that those sewing clips don't work good on the fast frames. I use binder clips. Yep, I have all my pre-done applique fabric, pre-heat and bonded scraps. I was actually able to pull most of this order from scraps. Isn't that crazy? All right. I'm gonna run that tack down again. This design, just how it's digitized, if you're not careful, it pushes and moves your fabric on you if you don't either stick it down with something or like stand there and hold it. And that's what it did. It wrinkled it up. Wait, what's going on, Nancy? Aw. Wrapped a shirt around your head and started beating you? Is that Brooklyn? Sonia, I do not sell on Amazon Handmade. I looked at it when they first started, and at that time, like, clothing wasn't eligible, and then I just never looked at it again. Probably is something I should at least look at, but I really haven't had time, so let's try this again. Isn't it amazing how they're like super duper loud when you don't feel good or have a headache? How do they know? How do they know? You're waiting on a shelving unit. Yeah, I don't want to say jealous, but I would love to have the space that Amber over at Bring and Bliss has. She has so much space. I said, I don't want to call it jealous, but I would love to have all that. All that space. Storage. I mean, I have a decent sized office. It's the biggest space I've ever had, other than when I lived alone and had, I pretty much used my entire house, but you're definitely jealous. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, if I'm honest, I'm probably a little jealous. But hey, goals, and we can work towards them, right? I would love, love, love to have that kind of space someday. Goals. Ooh, yeah. Those blanks get catchy, don't they? And that's the hardest part. It's like right now, I don't have, yeah, I don't have what I need to stock up either, and I'm afraid to not stock up. Trying to balance that out. I also don't have the room to store if I stock up on stuff. Hey, Roseanne. Good morning. Get out all the fax screens. It's going, so we can set it aside. Oh, Barb, that's awesome. I'd love to see that. When we built this down here, before we built it, it was like so big and I was gonna have so much room, and then you get all your stuff in here and no. But I'm very thankful for all the room I do have. And I'm thankful I have a place that I can just close the door on and walk out and not see it. Separate from the rest of my house. Oh no! Good morning, Cynthia. I love watching on my TV, but yeah, that's the hard part, is you can't interact then. We have like an old shop on our property but it's in no condition to even be turned into a workable space. I wish it was. That'd be so much room. Oh, that's awesome, Barb. Hey, welcome. Girls Ghostbusters. I thought you had bees. Yeah, Barb, dream goals, and I do mean like dream way in the future, nothing that we're working on, is to build a big house that has a big, huge work area on it. But Gotta keep working for that. So someday. My laptop's locking up on me, guys. Hold on. That's probably a better option, Liz, anyways. Probably work better for those bees. Oh no. It's not gonna be big enough. Alright, well, I need orange fabric too. That'll work. Good morning, Mary. Welcome. Are you working today? Oh, you are at work. Thanks for joining us where you can. I know most of us don't go live when it's convenient for those that have to work, so. But I have to do it when I have someone to watch. Either baby's sleeping or I have someone to watch her, which means during the day. Exactly, yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm not jealous. I just would really, really love it for myself too. Just the amount of space she has. It's amazing, isn't it? That works out good, Barb. Let's get these jackets going too. It's gonna take a while. I just got myself super confused. Extra small. I don't know what this is for. Maybe it's just an extra. Just set that aside and it'll guarantee it'll work itself out. That's what I was looking for. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, LaTanya. Exactly, Liz. Why the stingers? I mean, I know we have them, but I know it's for their self-protection, but they can just not have those stingers around me. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I have people ask me why I don't have a commercial space too, and the reason is because I like doing business on the internet, I don't really want to have a commercial space where customers can just walk in all the time. And that way I can work on my own schedule. If I had like a commercial business, like, you know, a storefront, I'd either have to pay someone to be there all the time or I'd have to be there. And then plus getting all the actual orders and work done. And I don't like doing commercial work, so I don't. Yeah, dealing with people. Dealing with people. That can even be sometimes hard on the internet, but at least I can like step away and not have to keep my face professional and walk away and then answer, you know? Sometimes people just, I know they don't get it if they're not in the business and they don't know that their requests are just absolutely insane and crazy, but sometimes their requests are insane and crazy and no. Yeah, like, I don't mind if it's someone I know and they drop something off. That's not a big deal here at the house, but I don't want people coming and going. Like I said, I definitely don't want a commercial space. So because of that, I do about 0% local orders. And I'm okay with that. There's a couple local like screen printing shops that do embroidery, and you know what? They can have all that in business. I don't want it. Not here to compete with them. Hi Deborah, I'm doing good today. Just working, hanging out. Haven't been live in a while, so I thought I'd jump on today. Michelle, I'm not a salesperson either. I don't feel like I am anyways. Liz, your warehouse would be 75% snack lounge. I like it. Deborah, you were just watching yesterday. Yeah, I had a video go up this week that it was highly requested, so I'm hoping everyone likes that needs kind of the how to do fast frames and run the tin needle, like the basics. Hoping that was helpful to those that were requesting that. Because I'm definitely a kind of person that I can show you how to do it, but typing it out and like explaining it, not so good. But I can show you how to do it. Maybe that's why I like doing videos so much. All right, now what's next? That one's going. live for, I don't even, I think it's been several weeks, probably like 3 or 4. When I've had time, like I've had orders I have to get done, and I get stuff done, but I can't like roll through it as much because I talk too much and read too much. But you know what? That's part of it, and I like interacting. So. Liz, when's your next video coming, Liz? Cynthia, anywhere is probably about the same pricing. So on fast frames, because I think they're like a certain like MSRP that they have to sell them for. But I buy mine usually through Ken Sewing Center. I think it's KenSewingCenter.com. They have free shipping on orders over $30, so that fast frames are going to qualify for that. So that's my suggestion. That's where I buy from. But really, anywhere is probably about the same pricing. Otherwise, hey, thanks, Bar, or thanks, Deborah. Appreciate it. Liz, yeah, you can focus on filming. That's why I do a lot of vlogging, because it's kind of all over the place, but it kind of works for the vlogging part. But for the tutorials, it's definitely hard to focus some days. I would say a lot of the popular digitizers include VX fonts now, but if you, there is an add-on to Embroidery called Applique, where you can turn any embroidery font into a VX font. And I think they give those tools to digitizers that are selling files. I think it's maybe even free or add-on or something for them, so they can turn their files into VX to include like when they sell. But they're nice, they're amazing. And one of the best things about those VX fonts is you can use the free version of Embroidery, so Embroidery Express, and you can save anything that you type with those VX fonts. Now you can't like merge in other designs and save and edit and all that, but you can actually type out your text. So if you already have another software, this is what I do, is I type in my text in Brilliant, I save it, and I merge it in with my design in MetroPro, because that's what I have and I've used forever. And then go from there. But you can do that with any other software too. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but you just got a long-winded temporary answer to that. Sorry. Big map on gold. I've heard of that. Adult unisex shirt. So I use my big, these are 8x12 hoops. That's the biggest hoop for the 6 needle. The 10 needles come with an 8x14. I don't like them, so I buy the extra 8x12 and use them on my 10 needles. So I do class year shirts every year for back to school. Sorry, I don't want to move y'all around. There we go. Oh, thanks, Deborah, for reminding everyone. We need someone who knows the brilliance to do a workshop for a full weekend. There's so much I still need to learn on Brilliance. I don't use that as my main software, so I don't feel like I'm qualified to do a lot of tutorials on it, you know? Now, MetroPro, I can show you pretty much anything. Hi, Sunday. Leanne, you sell those shirts too this last year? thought of that. Oh, Roseanne said for Marissa and the brand has a virtual brilliance class today at 3. Not sure if it's still open to check out her website, and it's free. Even better. Yeah, I like MetroPro. It was kind of, when I first started, I don't remember Brilliance being around. Like, so they may have been, but I think they were maybe really new or not even around yet. Options were Embroidery, which was kind of expensive and kind of, it was like modular, like in Brilliance's, or MetroPro. And they both had free trials. I remember doing the trial of MetroPro, and then I tried to do the trial of the other one, and like by that time I'd already kind of got my head wrapped around MetroPro, and the other one just didn't make sense, so I went ahead and bought it, and I've not really changed since. Sonia, honestly, I'm trying to get through the rest of my orders for the week today. I'm not super busy, and I already have about half of them done for the week. I've got 5 more kids' shirts to do, and like another 12 or so jackets. I've already got most of the stuff done for this week, but some of the stuff I have left is just stuff that's going to take a while to stitch. I still have tomorrow I can get orders done too, but I'm trying to take much of the day off tomorrow if I can, just to have an extra day off, because that never happens. I'm trying to take advantage and actually enjoy this just kind of slowness. Try to look at it from a good perspective. Too, to help with digitizing, and Sew Up Pro to see how they stitch out. Yeah, I've never used Hatch, but I hear people like it. I do have Stitch Artist with Embroidery, and I've taken a class on it, and I've made a couple designs myself, but I really need to take the time, which is impossible, to like really feel comfortable using it and like creating my own designs. I would love to like actually start doing some of my own digitizing. Even if it's just to like have, you know, unique stuff for my own shop that kind of to help with, I don't want to say copycats, but copycats. Binder clips on my fast frames instead of the regular clips, or at least not over the zipper area. salvage. This is what happened. It caught the bottom of my shirt. And I pushed it out of the way too, is the worst part. Stitch out too. Yeah, and as I walked by there earlier, I pushed the shirt out of the way right when it was starting on the name. Thought I was clear, and here we are, picking out stitches. It's just barely in it, so I'm hoping I can just pull it out. Usually can, but we'll see. Make sure it doesn't show any holes afterwards. It's gonna leave a hole in the shirt. Dang it. Yep, that was trash. Hi there, hi. Welcome. Just in time to see me mess up a shirt. But that's what happens. I'm just gonna throw that in our box of ones to do samples on the back. We'll start that one over again. Watch it a little bit more closely this time. Yeah, no, it was too big of a hole. I've heard of that bone ash, but I don't know. I've not tried it and messed with it enough to actually trust it, so. Yeah, it's a birthday shirt though, and it's like a hole down at on the front of it where it caught. I don't want to. If it's something very minor, I'll just remake it and give it to him too, but this one, I mean, there's a hole. There's a hole. Yeah, I've heard people talk about that bone ash, but I don't know. Like I said, I think I'd have to get it and try it and make sure it worked and held up. And see, my worry it'd look good, and then they'd wash it and something would be wrong after that, and then they'd see it, and I don't know. That scares me on a customer's order to do that. So we'll just remake it. Cry in Spanish? I should just learn to tape my shirts out of the way. Honestly, I've done it a couple times and I should just do that. Thankfully, it's not a design that takes very long, but I still hate wasting a shirt and the time it makes to take it. And this one has, you know, multiple steps to trim. That's probably the most frustrating part for me. But I'd still rather take the time to redo it and make sure it's right. Make sure it's something I can stand behind, you know? Alright, let's get that one going again. Hopefully more smoothly this time. Have enough fabrics, and I'm going to hold the fabric this time too, so I don't have the same mistake I had last time too. Yeah, I get that. Like, my slump in the afternoons, like 3 o'clock, because I stop and I package up orders at like 2 or 2:30, and I have to be at the post office at 3, and then I come back and I'm done. Done. Oh no, Nancy. Actually, I didn't check my phone. I should probably, since I'm live on my phone, I should probably check my phone to make sure it's not like at 10%. Better do that. 49%. We good for a while. I actually don't use sticky stabilizer. I use tearaway stabilizer that I tape onto my fast frames with masking tape. Joanne, I buy from Sanmar. You have to have a wholesale account with them, and if you order under $200, shipping's pretty expensive. You can often find, if they're in stock, the same things on Jiffy shirts. They're just a lot more expensive there. But if you're only buying one or two, it's probably more cost effective. Yeah, Michelle, I charge mine when I sleep too, except I have almost all of my chargers are, except the one I'd use like if I absolutely had to right now, like when I was live, are wireless. So sometimes if like I bump it in the middle of the night or I don't get it set on there just right, I go to bed, it doesn't always charge. But I'm the person that's phone's always at like 10%. That's just who I am as a person. Mostly because I use it all the time, but I'm not patient with letting it charge. Michelle, yeah. Seems like I haven't been liking their sales here lately. Ooh, no, Nancy. Do you have a phone that does wireless charging? Then you have to have them not like bump it and move it and all that. All right, let's get this one rolling so I can get more than one shirt accomplished this morning. I didn't make any extra orange, did I? Darn it. Wait. Didn't make any extra brown either. Regretting my choices. Regretting decisions right now. Iron going. Alright, this should be at least enough for 2 shirts, you know, just in case I mess it up again. Trying to mess it up again, y'all. Need to get moving faster. I'm not getting much done. So I thought I had all my designs set up, but I think this next order, the lady changed the font and the color, so I need to double check on that and make sure I have it set up. And then these shirts, the kids, like, class year shirts, I have the actual files set up, but I don't have the fabric prepped or cut. I'm not sure if I have the right years set up in Silhouette either. So as soon as I get both of these going, I'm going to cut fabric for all three of these class year shirts with my Silhouette. Yep. That's how I look at it. I'm like, well, I have to run up and down the stairs because I forget something 10 times. I'm like, well, I guess that's my exercise for the day. Joanne, I don't feel like I'm multitasking very well today. I feel like I'm scatterbrained today. I need a new blade in my rotary cutter. It's not even cutting fabric. Don't try this at home. Don't be trimming your staple or your fabric while it's stitching. keeping the shirt out of the way. I'm going to take care of this problem. This will probably backfire on me somehow too. I could totally see that happening. Just tape it up out of the way. See if that helps. Taped it out of the way. Marissa, you tape your easy frames now and you love them? Yeah. Yes, did you get your SWF up and running? I'm curious about that too, Joanne. Still waiting on to get it set up. I'm curious how you like that, because you got the 12 needle one, right? Check on this person's order. Make sure she hasn't made any more changes. So I'm going to tell her, okay, stitching it now. White text, aqua stethoscope. AKA, you can't make any more changes. The 12 needle one. I'm curious to hear how you like it. I know Amber over at Big and Bliss has it. And she seems to like it too, but I'm curious. I don't know. I like to hear more than one person's opinion on them, I guess. Some of the stuff like on the screen and how it works, and it's probably because I'm so spoiled by how user-friendly that the brothers are. Some of it just like doesn't make sense. How they set stuff up. I don't know. Maybe that's all commercial machines. Hope not, but or commercial-based machines, anyways. One fabric. Uh-oh, Nancy's taking us on a field trip. So much text, so big of a design for an extra small jacket. Tried to tell her that. Brilliance is opening and loading my thousands of fonts. I'm going to go ahead and get the fabric for the next order. else's Embroidery take forever to like load because you have so many fonts? Just me? And I found like another like 20, 30, 40, 50 fonts the other day that I hadn't even loaded onto this new laptop. So I loaded those last night. Yeah, Mary, I've looked at those because of the pricing on them, but I need something with a bigger stitch field. I think those are smaller than the Brothers even. But I guess it depends on what you're, planning to do with it. My SUV is too. It's literally something sitting on empty. So when I go to the post office, I'm gonna have to stop and fill her up too with a dash of salty. Sheena, mine does. Are you like your Genome machine or? Goodness, Marissa, gas is over $5. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be going anywhere. I thought our like 3 to 325 was bad. Guess I'll keep it. Alright, so let's see if this is loaded. Mina, CSK is actually one that I'm looking at, but they're like expensive. Like really expensive. I heard someone compare CSK with like a Cadillac of cars. So yeah. But I think you get what you pay for. And I've heard they're really good with caps, which I don't really have any interest in doing caps, but I just want something that has a lot bigger stitch field than what I have. Are the Brother machines easy daily maintenance? Definitely. I clean out the bobbin area, and then I put oil on the hook, what they call the hook, every day that I use them. And I mean, that takes less than a minute per machine. And then every once in a while I open up the needle plate area and clean out all the extra thread that gets stuck in the cutting area and like clean it a little bit better than the normal daily. But that's really all that the maintenance I do daily or regularly. I oil the needle bars whenever I think I haven't done it for a long time, or I notice it's squeaking or just not stitching clearly. But some people won't even tell you that you need to do that yourself. That's just my preference. My machines need service. They haven't been serviced in almost 2 years. I had planned to take them in a year ago in April, because I was going to be off on maternity leave, but then, everything got shut down, so I wasn't able to, and now I don't know what I'm going to do. I should probably be taking them in like now, so I'm not without, but. Mary, that's the biggest thing with these home machine companies. Like, what possesses them to think that they should put the biggest hoop size on a single needle flatbed machine, and then their multi-needles are smaller hoop sizes? Like, I don't get it. That's my biggest complaint with Brother and Baby Lock too. It's like, you have these single needle machines that are top of the line. They keep putting and adding on all these new features and bigger stitch field, and then they do nothing for the multi-needles. I don't get it. Like, that's why, like, on these 10 needles, I don't even use that extra 2, because they're 14 inches in stitch field width by 8 inches, and then the 6 needles are 8 by 12. Like, I don't even use that extra 2 inches. I need the stitch field depth. Like, why can't they give us more? Why can't they work on that versus adding it all to, you know, the single needles? Not, you know, the single needle people like that, but share the love. How do you oil the needle bars? I didn't know we need to do that. Some people say you don't, but I think you do. I don't. Y'all want to go for a field trip real quick? I apologize if it's shaky at all, because it is what it is. Let me get that off there. Okay, so excuse my machines, but let me pop one of these off of here real quick. This will probably be the easiest one to show on. So what you do is you pull your needle down, and you see that there's like a little felt pad up here. You just need to oil just above, put like a drop of oil just above that felt pad, and then that'll distribute it on the needle bars for you. It's not something that you need to do often. I really only do it maybe every couple months, just because I use mine a lot. And some people even say you don't need to do that, but Michelle, you're absolutely 110% correct. They're probably making more money off that single needle, and they probably sell more and make more off the single needles. But they would have more business. They wouldn't have a lot of people switching from, you know, these machines to more commercial ones if they expanded. Brother actually used to have commercial embroidery machines. I don't know why they stopped. I don't know what their decision, why they decided to do that back then. But when they started coming out with these, they discontinued their commercial models. Yeah, Barb, I know you said those advanced ones have those large stitch areas. They're like a much more commercial machine than these. And they're definitely one I'm looking at too. Nancy, do you need to oil the P800? Probably not. The places where those would need to be oiled would be well inside the machine where you would be able to get to. I'd say definitely keep that bobbin area clean though. Like actually take the needle plate off of it and clean all that out frequently. You'd be surprised what gets in there. Right, Mary? Yeah, like it just amazes me that they don't put bigger stitch fields on the bigger machines. I don't know. It does probably come down to they make more off the single needle, just flatbed machines. And to be honest with you guys, this machine here, I bought used from a dealer. Some lady had bought it. She'd had it for 2 years, put 36 hours on it, and went back to the top of the line, traded it back in, and went back to the top of the line, single needle flatbed with a bigger field, because this one intimidated her too much. I mean, to each their own. If you like the flatbed single needle, that's great, but I don't know. You know, I'm thankful she did, because I got a 10 needle machine sheet that was basically brand new, but don't understand. Sheena, you just got your 10 needle, so you don't know a lot about it yet. And your fast screen. Yay, congratulations. They're definitely a learning curve. Hopefully my video the other day helps some. I know that you were one that was looking forward to that. Hopefully it helps you set up the machine. I know there's some differences, like in the buttons and what they call things and stuff like that from model to model, but the basics should be very, very similar on it. All right. Name. I need to see that name. Need to get this name set up so I can. So I can transfer it to the machine and get this one going. So I'm using a VX font, and VX fonts are actually very good at, a lot of companies are good at when they set up their VX fonts, they like arrange them. You know how when you have script fonts and they don't come out like perfectly exactly where you want them to be? That's what I'm arranging right now. It's like minor adjustments to make it look correct. All right, I'm gonna take my computer over and transfer those. Transferring all those to the machines they need to be on. Yeah, Michelle, I think they would too. Yeah, Sunday, you'd be so surprised how faster it is having a multi-needle, just not having to stop and change thread, and they usually stitch faster. Sheena, I actually use, I don't know the technical name of it. It's like a USB cable. I guess you can see it on this machine. It's what a lot of printers use. I don't know what kind of end it is. But on the side, it has like a USB. It has 2 USB ports, and then it has another port down there. That's what I use. So when I plug that into my laptop, it's pops up on my screen like it would with a USB drive. And I just copy and paste my files there, and then they are here on my computer. And instead of clicking USB, I click the computer with the USB symbol, and have all my designs right there. I do that because that's the only way I can transfer them to my 6 needle without using a floppy disk. So, yeah, I've heard that with the Genome multi-needles too, that they can be kind of a problem. Oh no, Nancy, all the vortexing. You're minutes behind. Probably not missing much. Alright, see you, Liz. Good luck with that cereal. Yes, if you are using USBs, like Joanne mentioned, definitely get one of those USB extenders so you're not plugging it in and out of the machine all the time. That's another reason that I like using this. The only thing I'm plugging in and out of my laptop is, I actually have a, like, what are they called? Like a USB tree, I think people call them. It's like a thing where you plug multiple USBs in. So that goes in and out of my laptop just only when I move my laptop, but that's the only thing. But yes, it definitely could save your machine, because those ports will wear out or break, and you don't want to replace one of those. All right, we got my shirt done this time. No name stitched into the bottom. Hi, Christine. I've been saying since I started that one of these days I'm going to show all my space and do a tour, but hopefully soon. I still have some things I need to do in my office, and I need to organize the behind the scenes part. It's kind of a hot mess. This area stays, I mean, it's like workable messy, but like some of the other areas that you don't necessarily see are just disorganized right now. And we have a couple more projects I'd like to, got a gnat in here, that I'd like to finish before showing my space too, and that'll help with the organization. Welcome, April. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did not intend that for thread storage. It just, I needed the corner cabinet to, like, for the space, the counter space, when I was building this room, and it kind of worked out well for that. My only problem with it is one, I have to bend over to get the thread, and two, I have a 1.5-year-old who really likes to take all my thread out. Likes to be a big helper. Yeah, Nancy, I don't know. I don't understand how people do laptops without a mouse. I have my mouse right here. Like, especially with setting up, like, embroidery files and fonts and stuff. Like, I see people do that, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. Sheena, yeah, that's a good idea. I have a desktop, but it's so super old and slow. Like, it's not very user friendly anymore. Let's get this one going. I don't like how they have me set this up, but their jacket, not mine. change that. Get that going. Okay. Oh, that's nice, Barb. Honestly, I should probably get someone to build me one for speed and space, because I bought a laptop that it has plenty of like speed, but it does not have the storage space. So 99% of the time it has my external hard drive plugged into it to store the actual designs on, because there's just not enough room. And with doing YouTube, like my storage is like maxed out with like 3 videos, and I'm like, okay, move them all over to the hard drive. Yes, April, the bead stitch are definitely faster, especially if you just have one machine. But for me, it's faster to, or it's more productive to keep all 3 machines running. And if I'm spending all my time doing bead stitch on one machine, my other machines aren't running. Kind of like now. It's a better use of my time to do either zigzag or satin or straight embroidery. So. But I love the finished look of them. I'm not good at trimming, and the time is not a time saver for me. Let's do these. I need to do these. Alright. I'm going to iron on my heat and bond light on my fabric. One down. Two down. Three down. All right. Thank you. Good morning, Joanna. All right. I need my... Ah, that's why, Barb. Yeah, you're very knowledgeable in that aspect. I know enough to get by, but I don't no detailed stuff, so I had to do it myself. Fabric cutting time. Just a reach. All right. I'm gonna point you guys down so you can see what I'm working on. Sorry if I cut out there. All right. So I'm gonna be cutting the applique fabric for these next couple designs. They're the classier shirts. I could probably have had this one done already if I would have just trimmed it, but here we are. 2035 for gold. This is a Cameo 4. I used to use just like the original Cameo, the 1. But I upgraded a little, like whenever these came out, before came out. This is 2035. Down a little bit. So 35 first. Then increase the blade to a 4 and send. I love having Bluetooth on this new machine. Oh, my finger. Stop. Wasn't stuck down. Oh. Alright, let's try it again. I probably need new or to use a different part of the mat. It's not really sticky at the top anymore. Let's cancel that. 4 cents. Try this again. I'm sure I messed it up, but we'll deal with it. mess that up. Get down. No. Ouch. Get down. No. I have to go close my door so the cat will stay out. About just laying on my chair, but I guess today he thought he needed to be center of attention. Well, that's cool, Mark. After 11:30, so I'll be on for just a little bit, probably longer, to get this one really going, and then I'll probably have to jump off to go do lunch. before I left nursing was within like healthcare technology, but the actual like IT side of it though was a whole different department. I was more on like the nursing side of it, I guess. But I just based on that, you know, I picked up some stuff here and there, and but wasn't something I did long term. Regina, yes, I do love my brother machines. I was talking about earlier, probably the only thing I don't love about them is the stitch feel, but they're super user friendly. So that part I absolutely love. Enough. Close enough. Iron this. Get some heat and Bond light. I'm almost out of my heat and Bond light, and anyone else pulled out for when it goes on sale on Amazon? Like, I'm just gonna have to like suck it up and buy it because it's almost empty. Like, it's bad. I actually probably need to order it today. I will be mad if I run out. Without moving my silhouette out of the way. I'm going to cut the graduation caps for these shirts. Oh, it needs to pause right there. I guess I didn't get my stops put in. But that's okay. Didn't do the satin stitch yet, so. All right. So I've shown this before, but these class year shirts, it's kind of hard to see because it's yellow on this light shirt. But I have it go ahead and just stitch out the placement stitch. Then I cut the fabric with my cameo to the exact size. Since it's satin, it's going to cover it. If I was doing bean or something like that, I'd enlarge it. I'd do some, like a little bit of an inflation factor. But I just cut it to exact size. And then I'm going to take it over and put it, just iron it on with my Cricut Easy Press or my iron, whichever one's hot right now. So this is actually where this little Easy Press, it's not a Cricut Easy Press, it's like a generic Amazon one, but it's nice because I can just iron down each number individually. And then I don't have to trim these by hand that way. Now normally on just regular appliques, this does not save you any time. But if you're doing a lot of these and it's something that's intricate to cut, it can save you time, or just at least save your hands from trimming. Because I don't like trimming intricate stuff, especially these letters or numbers, or if I'm doing like a name applique, like down a gown or something. I don't like doing those. I need one of these. I need one of these caps. Probably need a new blade too. This is starting to get a little iffy. So then I just iron these down. So there we go. That's how it looks. And then I can put it back on and it just does all the satin stitching for me. Let that start real quick. Alright, I'm going to turn it off and move this out of the way so I have my workspace back. It does feel later. April, yeah, ours does carry heat and bond light, but it's like the little 5-yard packages of it, which definitely would help and get me by in a pinch, but it's definitely more cost effective to buy the bolt or the actual box of it. I think that's actually cheaper per yard right now than the bolt is, because it's like, the bolt is like 50 or 55 on Amazon right now. You should be able to get it for closer to 40. Can you sharpen your cameo blade by using scrunched up aluminum foil? I have no clue. Does that work? Does anyone know? I'll be honest, this is the only thing I use my cameo for. I rarely use it, so if I dig deep enough, I might actually have like an extra blade that came with it or something, but I don't know. Roseanne, yeah, I really wish I could digitize too. I've dabbled in it a little bit just for my own stuff. I mean, I can make usable things, but I don't know. Like, I'm way off of being able to, like, make and sell stuff, you know? Actual digitized files. I can make stuff for my own business, but that's about it. Yeah, Roseanne, I think I'll probably just replace it. This is also the auto blade. I don't know if that makes a difference. So, might be harder to sharpen. I don't know. It's probably, as infrequently as I replace them, I'm probably just going to replace it. April, you purchased Hatch. Yes, I've heard great things about that. I have Stitch Artist, which is not cheap, but for digitizing software it is. I have up to level 2. I don't have level 3 yet, which I feel like I need to be able to sell designs. It's definitely on my, you know, I'd love to do it someday thing, but it's not something I'm actively working on right now. But maybe one of these days, you know, in my extra time, I'll actually learn how to do it proficiently. Marissa, I mean, I don't know about a class. I don't know how I could do a class, but I did do a video with step-by-step on how to use the silhouette to applique. It's been a while back. It was either May or June that I posted that video. My blade's getting a little iffy, so it didn't cut all the way through on a few of these. Now I've got enough for 8 more shirts. Little caps for them. Alright, y'all, well, it's like 10 till noon here, so I need to jump off. I need to go have lunch with my family and put my baby girl down for her nap. She'll be going down for a nap after lunch, so I'll probably be back working later, but not live. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining me today. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see y'all later.